Hey everybody, in this video session, I wanted to demonstrate how to do a successful neck and shoulder roll on your foam roller. But there's some things that we need to discuss before we begin. So let's talk about those things. Number one, breathing. Breathing is super important, and I want you to breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Carry that breath from the pit of your stomach all the way into your chest like a rising wave. And repeat. Do that as often as you think about it. I know that you're gonna have some hesitation along the way and you might lose track of your breath. Get back on course with your breath. It's super important. It will help to accentuate the rolling experience. Number two, go slow. Go really slow, go insanely slow. And with coordination of your breath, you'll see that you're making lots of improvements towards not only bringing muscles into new resting end lengths, but to increasing your own satisfaction of the roll and decreasing the pain at the same time. Because you'll notice you'll be able to go into larger ranges for yourself with less pain, and that's really exciting. The third thing, progressive force. Use progressive force on the foam roller with your own body according to your tolerance. That means you can load your body in ways that minimize the force or the load bearing on the foam roller, and I'll demonstrate that in the video. Number four, expect some sensitivity. Whatever that range is, I can't assume that everyone's going to be feeling the way that I do when I foam roll, and it feels great for me. It feels like it's a hurt so good kind of feeling, but for everyone it's different. You might have lots of acute sensitivity, tenderness, or it might have a little bit of a achy soreness, like a dull ache, which is okay. As you continue to roll, it will feel better, and it should feel pleasurable as you're going through the motions and gaining new end range for your muscle length. Number five, I want you to do 8 reps of each of these on each. This is the neck side to side. Take a few breaths, get comfortable, and then start to move your head from side to side. Notice that at first, it might not feel as comfortable. Keep on going. Try to push through the range as much as you can. Keep on going from side to side, 8 times on each side. Now, neck with assisted stretch. Going further, use your hand on your head to help assist in the greater lengthening of this stretch. You should feel a deep stretch in your cervical muscles, not too deeply. Don't push or force things too hard. We want a nice, continuous, progressive movement. Make sure it's gentle, yet don't baby yourself. Push through the range. I want you to feel it. Here we go. I want you to use your legs to push up where your body is leveraged a little higher on the foam roller. These are deep neck rotations. As you're breathing, remember those breaths, nice and slow. Turn your head from side to side in rotation so that you can really recruit all of those muscles from side to side, all those rotational muscles. Go very slow. At first, it's going to be sensitive. By the time you're done with those 8 repetitions, you should notice a complete new change in those muscles. Notice how I'm using the assisted neck stretch again in this same position, especially when you're up on the roller. It increases more extension of the cervical spine, which is really important. This allows you to recruit more movement of the cervical vertebra and cervical muscles. Take your time with this. If it is sensitive, go right to your threshold. Don't go beyond, but also don't let pain bully you. With your hands on the fronts of your shoulders, we're going to begin shoulder rotations with bent elbows. I want you to go in one direction about 8 times. And go ahead and do the opposite direction as well. Make sure that your pelvis is relaxed, make sure that your abs are relaxed, make sure that you're breathing. From this position, go into shoulder rotations with straight arms. This allows you to get more of a more robust movement. Notice that my pelvis is a little off the floor to create more leverage on the roller with my own body weight. From here, give yourself the biggest hug ever, and then switch sides so that you can actually create some great chest compressions. And as your body's on the roller, it'll make for a better roll. From here, I want you to reach straight above your head, and with your pelvis off the floor, use your body in congruence with your breathing so that you can capture the flow of movement. I want you to really reach for it. Some of this might be uncomfortable at first, but I want you to push through some of the sensitivities that you might be feeling. Keep on using your breathing as well, in through your nose, out through your mouth. From here, I want you to reach and touch the sky. These are things that you have to fight for. These are more advanced kinds of movements, but as you're doing this, you can see that you're pushing the joints and the muscles to their very limits. Not only with the movement, but with the force of your own body weight. This is also initiating an advanced movement. This is called a rhomboid blaster. With your right arm over your elbow, you're going to be applying a downward force. And notice I am pushing with a downward force and almost arcing with my body over the roller. And I've also rotated my body to the side that I'm working on. Notice on this side, I've rotated my body already, pushing with my hand on my elbow with a downward force and doing a half arc. Use your breathing in congruence with this movement so that you can unload some of those structures in the scapula, most notably the rib heads. This is a fantastic movement. Make sure that you're completely relaxed though. I want you to keep on breathing. And finally, corkscrews. They feel fantastic. Internally and externally rotate your shoulders, lift your pelvis off the floor, and enjoy the movements while breathing. On rolling, please keep this foam roller in a place that's visible so that every time you see it, you'll be reminded to do it. I like evenings, so I think that's the best time to do it, but please check out our other videos that we'll be making, and I hope that during this quarantine time, you and your family are blessed, and make the use of the time. And this is a great opportunity to practice rolling. Thank you so much, and we'll see you soon.